Yo, what's up? It's your boy, I Know Mercy, the Mad Hatter, here again to tell you about the new trailer for Black fucking Panther. Oh, just God. Okay, as depressed as I kind of was in the last trailer, that's how excited the last video, that's how excited I am about this one, because it's Black fucking Panther. It's fuck. We have been waiting for this. So many. The Black Nation, all of us, we, like us, have been waiting for the first Black Panther movie, and it's, oh my god, it looks so fucking awesome already. Just okay, so the trailer is fucking awesome. It starts off with Claw from Age of Ultron, who got his arm ripped off by Ultron in that movie, and Martin Freeman. I don't remember who the fuck he's playing, but you know, it's Martin Freeman. He's someone in S.H.I.E.L.D. I can't remember exactly who. It's actually kind of funny to see Gollum and Bilbo Baggins in the same room in kind of the same situation again in a different movie. But they're talking, and Claw is like is telling Martin Freeman, do you know what? Have you ever heard of Wakanda? And it's like, yeah, it's farm animals, bunch more and shit. Like, nope, that's all wrong. He actually compares Wakanda to not Shangri-La, El Dorado. That's it. He calls it El Dorado, but says it's in South Africa instead of South America, which is okay. And like anyone who knows anything about Black Panther knows that Wakanda it's a hidden city in Africa, and it's the most technologically advanced nation in the world. Like, it blows Stark Tech out of the fucking water. That's how badass these dudes are. And you actually see Wakanda, and it's fucking amazing. I mean, you saw it in Captain America Civil War. You saw a bit of it. You saw their technology and see how far advanced they are, and that was cool. That was awesome. But now you're actually going there. You're seeing them. You're seeing all of it. You're seeing how this country works, how T'Challa runs it, because he's the king now. I'm hoping that T'Chaka is in this somehow, like in flashbacks or something maybe, because the cat they had to play T'Chaka was so good, and like they only had like 5 or 3 minutes on screen time, but I cannot remember either of their names. The dude that played T'Chaka and the dude that played T'Challa, they had such great chemistry. You really, it felt like they were father and son. It worked so well with just a little bit of time that they had, and I want to see more of that in this movie. I want to see T'Chaka and T'Challa like sitting down, like maybe even T'Challa as a child, and T'Chaka is just talking to him and telling him, they're like giving him the Mufasa speech, you know? Just like telling him what it's gonna be like to be king, and the responsibilities that he's gonna have, and what kind of man he has to be in order to be an effective king. And there's actually bits of that in this trailer, with someone talking to, I'm guessing, T'Challa. You're a good man, you're a fair man, you're a just man. That doesn't always mean you're the right. That those qualities don't always mean that you're gonna make a good king, because, well, sometimes kids gotta make some pretty fucked up choices. You know, like you can't always be a good guy and be a king. That's just life. You gotta make some really shitty decisions sometimes in order to be a good king. And I was actually watching Jeremy John's review of this trailer, and it actually got me thinking about something I didn't really think about when I saw it myself. Is Black Panther is both a superhero and a king. That's new. I mean, Thor is technically a prince, but he actually doesn't have that many duties in Asgard other than defending it. So, like, him going from defending Asgard to defending Midgard really isn't that big of a deal for him. He's just defending one thing instead of another. T'Challa is a king. He has to run his country in addition to helping the Avengers. And that's a dynamic you don't really see in superhero movies that much. That kind of dichotomy, and it's what I love about Marvel so much is that they're all superhero movies, but they all have layers to them. Like there's something else behind it. Iron Man is corporate espionage. Thor is a Shakespearean opera. Ant-Man was a heist movie. Captain America was a period war film, and then a modern day conspiracy film, and Civil War was just superheroes fighting each other with some political undertones. And Doctor Strange was high fantasy, high concept fantasy, which is like they all follow the same basic formula in storytelling, but they all bring something new and different to the table. And Black Panther has something really interesting that we've never seen before. The hero is also running his own country. So you have to take into account what's good for the world as opposed to what's good for your own people, and those two things don't always mesh. Like we've seen that in the comics before. Like sometimes T'Challa will do things that are in Wakanda's best interest and just say fuck the rest of the world, because that's his job, protect his people. And I'm wondering how that's actually going to be brought into this movie. But from what we've seen, it's actually for a second I thought that Claw was going to be the central villain of the movie, because he kind of is one of Black Panther's main villains, or most well-known villains. But it looks like the Man-Ape is actually going to be the main villain in this, and I'm wondering if they're actually going to call him Man-Ape, because this isn't a race thing. I know people are going to try and bring race into this because it's a black superhero, and one of his main villains is called Man-Ape. Like, oh, right, because black people are monkeys, right? No, fuck you. I don't want race to be a big thing in this. Obviously, it's going to have to have some precedent because it is a black hero, but it's not even an African American hero, it's an African hero. And it looks like most of it is going to take place in Wakanda. So race really shouldn't be that much of an issue. I mean, maybe with white imperialists, aka S.H.I.E.L.D., coming in and telling him what he should do, with his country, especially since he's harboring a fugitive right now. Bucky's still in cryo sleep right now, but and one of the villains in the movie is a white guy, but I really hope that race isn't going to be a big thing in this movie. I just want it to be a good superhero movie without having to be too fucking political. Apparently that's something that's going on in the comics right now. I haven't actually been reading Marvel that much, so I'm not entirely sure what's going on with all that, but right now it's kind of ebbing and flowing with me. Mostly I don't have enough money to buy comics in general, so but I just want them to focus on T'Challa being awesome and being a king and being an awesome superhero king and that whole thing. But I am curious what they're actually going to do with all this. Like Claw's gonna be a factor. Man-Ape's gonna be a factor, and I have a feeling S.H.I.E.L.D. gonna be a factor. Like I'm sure S.H.I.E.L.D. is gonna be an allied force, but you can never really tell with S.H.I.E.L.D. So, and okay, so this is just a teaser. We don't really know that much about it, which makes sense. You can't guess too much about this. It's everything's up in the air right now. We don't know anything about the movie so far, but I'm excited. I'm really excited about this, about the possibilities that this story about a king that's also a superhero brings, and the kind of responsibilities that he has and has to take into account. And And the casting so far is amazing. Like I said, the dude that plays T'Challa is awesome. They apparently have Michael B. Jordan in here in some capacity. I'm not sure what he's going to be doing, but I'm sure it's going to be awesome. You got Andy fucking Serkis as one of the main villains. I'm not sure who's playing Manape. I could probably look it up. I don't really want to, but yeah, fuck whatever. It's awesome. I caught a glimpse of a white-haired Wakandan citizen. Is that Storm? I want to know that. I doubt it, but I want to know, is that Storm? I don't think I've seen anyone picking out, hey, there's a white-haired Wakandan woman. That's odd. Black people don't usually have white hair. What if it's Storm? It probably isn't. I'll admit that, but it's still it's something that's in the back of my was in the back of my mind while I was watching this trailer. And I mean, Storm was T'Challa's wife for like over a decade. I'm just saying. So, yeah, that's about it. That's all I gotta say. Black Panther. Looking forward to it. It's they don't actually have a hard deadline for it. It's coming out sometime next year, so we got a bit of a wait. Hopefully they'll show more of this movie as time goes on. But right now, I'm good with what we got. I'm No Mercy. I'll see y'all later.